Roast
Because
or
it was
something?
just it was dumb. Like my mom, look, my mom is a lot different now than she was back then. She wouldn't let me watch Dexter's Lab because they said stupid a lot. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I loved that just half a second of silence. It's just like so yeah, she didn't like that, but like she was fine with Cow and Chicken and Johnny Bravo and like all of those things. And Cow and Chicken had the devil in it.
Yeah, the devil with his ass hanging out, and also what was it? Did you see the cow? Was it the Cowtown Girls or something like that? Where
I don't
uh
remember. It's been forever.
they were carpet munchers because they munched on carpets, and it's not because they were biker women who all hang out with each other. That's totally not an analogy for anything at all. I don't know what it would mean.
And yeah, never. I don't
They
know that.
just, I mean, they're just gals that hang
Totally
out
not a
and love
slur.
munching
Totally
on
not a
carpets.
slur at all. We need to cut this line of dialogue.
It's from the show.
I know, but there's that, and like I also watched like Powerpuff Girls when I was a lot younger, and again that had a cross-dressing Satan lobster. Um,
Him was it called him?
yeah,
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 that was
his
really
name was him,
weird.
and then you had like Mojo Jojo and stuff like that. But then Johnny Bravo, literally a show about a guy who can't get laid trying to get laid. Like that had a lot of adult humor too, but like it was funny.
Yeah, I guess so. Even the well, I don't know.
So
That kind of had its limits, Johnny Bravo, because you like the punchline was that he didn't get the girl. Ooh, oh man, who would have guessed that he wouldn't have gotten the girl? Oh dang it!
yeah, but it wasn't like that.
Wasn't
It was the
Who
same
was it
like
that had it though?
punchline.
Was it
Like it was the same.
Courtney Love that did like a guest spot on there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to know anything that
Some
Courtney Love does.
What was it? Courtney Love. It was
Paris
some
Hilton.
like no, it definitely wasn't Paris Hilton. It was some blonde celebrity like did like a spot on the show. She had like her voice in it, and it was like she was like interested in Johnny Bravo, but he like messed it up somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like every
See,
other
like the
episode, he doesn't
punchline
end
was
up.
always the same, but the
Yeah,
setup was different, and like some of the setups were just ridiculous. So I
yeah.
enjoyed that. But I don't know. And then like um Johnny Bravo, you had. I used to watch Dexter's Lab until my mom said can't watch it anymore.
Baby, get out of my laboratory.
Yeah,
I'm naked.
you
Get
can't
pants.
tell the other guys are home now.
Oh, sorry.
Didi, you're stupid. You're so stupid, Didi.
Yeah, it wasn't really my favorite show. And then like what else? What else did I used to watch? I'm gonna look it up. Old Cartoon Network shows. We already talked about Johnny Bravo.
Uh,
Samurai Jack. I liked Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. They had the new season. I haven't seen it yet, even though they like, for some reason, people are angry because he's not gay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, people are angry because he, in one of the new episodes, has a sexual relationship with a woman. Oh no, shock horror. He's not homosexual.
I don't really.
Yeah, I don't
Sure.
know either.
Okay.
I'm not in the same boat as those people.
Wow, that's probably a minority. It's always the most vocal. It's always the dumbest vocal minority.
For some reason, there was like an
Um,
ongoing theory that he was gay because he'd never, like in all the episodes, he never had a relationship or anything, or even made
I
like
mean,
a
let's be
comment about
honest. It was
women.
actually the professor from Powerpuff Girls. I actually
Wait,
think
what?
that's canon.
That the professor became Samurai Jack.
Yeah, like or it takes place in the same world.
But so
Let's see,
like
old shows.
in between the time that Samurai Jack came from and Aku taking over like the future world, there's like the Powerpuff Girls Metropolis.
I think so, cause like, I mean, it's okay. It's purely like, shut up. I'm gonna explain this. Yeah, Skyrose has heard it. See, I'm not insane completely. It was a theory, but it was also sort of based in reality because like there was like imagery from Powerpuff Girls that appeared in Samurai Jack. Like there were same
It's the same
billboards and stuff like
animation,
that.
right? Like the same
Yeah, same
animation
animation style.
style.
But I think the theory, because I'm not going to look it up because I'm not that big of a nerd. Um, the theory was that like the Powerpuff Girls ended up destroying the world or something like that, and then like the professor became Samurai Jack. Anyway, old shows. Foster's Home. I've already talked about that. It was a fantastic show. I love Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Already discussed that. Courage. I used to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog, but it freaked me out. Like, so I wasn't allowed to watch it, not because like my parents didn't think it was good. They told me to stop watching it because I would have nightmares over it. It was a creepy show.
What, like that one, the mask one?
Return the slab.
Return the the slab. Yeah, return the slab.
Yeah, it's so. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. That the art used for Courage the Cowardly Dog. The reason why the show was creepy, all the evil things were actually super creepy. They used a different art style than everything else in the show. So like the Return the Slab. Oftentimes they use like a 3D model or animation, compared to the 2D hand-drawn style of the rest of the show. So it stood out and it was weird. Or the "you're not perfect" thing. So, that, yeah. Grim Adventures, I wasn't allowed to watch that because much the same reason as Dexter's Lab and Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
They said stupid too many times.
No, because, like, it was just retarded.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my mom didn't, this is me talking to Gene. My mom didn't let me watch Dexter's Lab because they said stupid a lot. My mom's a lot different now because she watches The Walking Dead. But there's that. And I like Grim Adventures, but it wasn't really my favorite show either. Man, they have like recent shows on this list too. Chowder, I hated Chowder. I hated it so much. Regular show, never gave it a shake.
Like, I like the idea of Chowder. If they would have done more with, like, actual food, then it would have been okay. But it's always like, go get me some schmooples from the store. Like, you could have used real food. They, like, mention techniques about real food that they don't use real food. It's like, go get me some schmorn and some whatever, like, make up words for food.
Do you have any Scotch whiskey, or are you just going to keep saying nonsense words?
Yeah.
Morty. Anyway, Cow and Chicken talked about it. Codename Kids Next Door. I half loved, half didn't like that show. It just depended mainly on the episode. And then Ben 10. I loved Ben 10.
Ben 10 was pretty good.
And I even liked the spin-off series. What was it? Alien Force, the first spin-off series. I liked it a lot. I mean, yeah, that's fair. It was a sequel, not a spin-off.
Who's yelling in the background?
Alpha was yelling Ben 10 was shit, and he's wrong. And Sky, you're wrong too.
You're complicit.
I didn't.
You didn't say it was, so you're wrong.
It was okay.
All of your opinions are wrong for the rest of eternity.
Codename okay. It had some really good episodes, but not every episode was a banger.
I have seen porn of Ben 10, okay, once. I haven't seen the actual show, but I did see porn of it once, so I'm a professional when it comes to the show, and it was fantastic.
I liked Ben 10 a lot.
Okay,
like, I actually found a large list.
Pretty much all of those shows.
Talked about it.
Pretty much all of those shows. There's like Rule 34 of all the characters.
Yeah.
Like, especially Teen Titans. There's so much porn of Teen Titans.
Yeah, I remember that. Grim and Evil. I think I remember that a little bit.
I don't remember that one at all.
I remember
It's what Billy and Mandy
spawned off of. Yeah. I remember the name Evil Con Carne.
Because Grim and Evil, or whatever that one was, split into Evil Con Carne and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh yeah.
It started at the same show and then they split. And it ended with a bet Graham lost, and that's why he had to hang around Billy and Mandy.
Gotcha. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Star Wars Clone Wars. Megas XLR. I remember this show. Was Megas XLR the giant robot fighting show? I hated that show.
Wait,
That's
wasn't it
stupid.
the show about the
Maybe
like
it was Megas XLR.
the dude that built a mech out of like trailer park like
Yeah, I
junk
think.
parts?
See, both of you are describing the same thing.
I
So,
fucking love that show.
I think if it's the same show, I'm thinking of like, were they in space for some of the time, or was it just on Earth? Because
I don't remember.
I think it was mostly on
okay,
Earth.
it might be a different show. Because like I don't remember what show it was then. It was a Cartoon Network show. They were in space or something like that, and the characters were like on a giant ship. It was all futuristic and stuff. And they had a microwave that would just you would just say what food you wanted, it'd pop it out. And I remember like just a character like just saying stupid things like hot cheerleaders, some other stuff that wasn't really food, and it's like can't do that. It's like a donut, and it's just like.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, like I remember that clip. I just don't know what it's from. Foster's already talked about it. Hi, Puffy Amiyumi. I remember that show. I don't remember it being good,
No,
but I remember it.
it wasn't very good.
The
It was
Life and
based
Times
on.
of Juniper Lee.
That was the one that was
remember the
based
name.
on. Puffy Amiyumi was based on like two like Tokyo pop stars, right? Like
Yeah, it was it was a show about
Puffy
the
and
people who
Yami
did the
Yumi or
Titans
whatever.
things on. Yeah, Camp Lazlo. I grew into Camp Lazlo. I didn't like it for a long time.
Isn't that
Same with My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
isn't that the same like
grew
animation
into it.
from like Camp Lazlo was the same animation from Rocco's
Yeah,
Life?
they're
wasn't it?
similar. Yeah, there's similar art styles. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Chowder, I hated it. Transformers animated. Never really liked Transformers. Ben 10 Alien Force, the sequel. Flapjack was stupid.
What was it?
The Secret Saturdays. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Flapjack wanted to be SpongeBob, but kind of didn't hit the mark.
I think so. I remember the Secret Saturdays. I don't remember it enough to have an opinion on it.
It was solidly
on Cartoon
okay.
Network.
It was supposed to be like superheroes, right? Superheroes.
Yeah, it was like a superhero family.
Yeah.
And then, like, right around the same time, Nickelodeon had, like, the exact same show, just with a different name.
Wasn't that when Cartoon Network was trying a bunch of live action stuff?
Yeah, because, like, the next couple of things is, like, Destroy, Build, Destroy with Andrew WK.
Yeah.
None
you
of
know,
their
the-
live
the
action
part-
stuff is any goddamn good.
Live action stuff is really hit and miss. Like, Nickelodeon had some good live action shows. You had, like, Drake and Josh. iCarly was good for a little while. I liked Victorious. What are you laughing at? Are you saying?
He's like crying.
How many dirty?
Oh,
Crying because he misses Drake and Josh.
dude, well, there's been so many rumors about Drake and Josh coming out with a new movie. Like they've tweeted about it themselves. They're like, hey, we're trying to work on this.
Might have shelved it.
Maybe. There's an old show on Cartoon Network. The concept was see how many dirty jokes they could get away with. I forgot the name. Are you talking? I think you're thinking of It wasn't on Cartoon Network. I don't think the show you're thinking of was on Cartoon Network. I think Ren and Stimpy. I think you're.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was Nickelodeon.
Whatever you want, you might be right.
It was Nickelodeon, and then it went to MTV. And the reason that was is because the same company owns Nickelodeon and MTV. That's why you see SpongeBob on MTV.
Ren and Stimpy was seriously like disturbing at points.
You ever watch a show on Nickelodeon?
What's up?
You ever watch a show on Nickelodeon called Cornel and Bernie?
Cornel and Bernie. I don't
About
remember.
a guy who dog sat a talking dog.
Okay.
His name was Bernie.
Uh-huh.
The dog's name was Cornel. That's why it's called Cornel.
Uh-huh.
And he, the dog sitter, was the only one that knew Cornel could talk. And they go and they have a bunch of misadventures.
Okay.
And
That's
it's amazing. I love that show, but nobody else has ever heard of it.
I don't recognize it. Now it's time to look at old Nickelodeon shows. Nickelodeon fandom powered wiki.